Javelin to me, most people think that it's just throwing a stick. For me, it's much more. It's a lifestyle. My name's Eric Lyon. I'm a student here at Bangor High School. I'd say Bangor as a whole is a very different community. As our high school, I think that we have a lot of school spirit. I think that all our kids coming out to sports games is really important. And even back in middle school, when I used to play middle school basketball, and back then, even all these people coming out to support. So I think the one word to define Bangor as a community is very supportive. So Javelin is the throwing of an 800-gram metal rod. So basically you run down the runway and then just throw, trying not to foul, not to go over the line, throw it out of bounds, and trying to cover the most distance that you can. My personal best is 190 feet 3 inches. To put that on a level that you guys would understand, I'd say the average throw for a high schooler is 130 feet around. In our league, I've always been the best in the league and just, having a higher mark than others. But I mean, when you get to that state level, that's when you start seeing marks that are around mine, and then same with national as well.
So what is it like having Eric Lyon on your Javelin team?
It's pretty great. He really pushes us all and he helps us all work really hard. We're really excited to see where he goes, with Oregon and stuff.
There you go.
Nice throw.
Good throw. Oh yeah! Good shot. So I'd say the end of my sophomore year is when I started realizing that I could go to college for it. I started getting looks from a couple different schools, getting contacted by coaches, and then that is when I started realizing, I actually have a gift for this, and ever since then, it's been history. My sophomore year, I was throwing and I tweaked my back a little bit. It was the summer of my sophomore year. And it ended my throwing for the rest of the year, but I only had a few more meets. But it started feeling better. And then junior year came around, end of junior year at nationals, I tweaked it again in warm-ups, and I wasn't able to throw to the best of my ability. And now in senior year, it's come back. I've been in pain throwing all year, but I think, my end goal is still the same. I want to play some nationals. I'm doing everything that I can to keep my back healthy, to be out of pain. I'm doing workouts, I'm strengthening my back, I'm doing everything that I can to do that. But it's hard, going down that runway and knowing that this throw is gonna hurt a lot. I hit the throw and immediately feel the pain, but that messes with my head a little bit running down the runway. I kind of lose confidence, but through it all, I've ever since sophomore year, I've kind of learned. I think the injury has helped me learn to overcome this. Even though I'm still going through the pain, mentally I'm prepared. Mentally I'm focused on one thing, and that's throwing far. So through it all, my coaches, my family, everyone that I know has been really supportive. But I think the main thing that has gotten me through this is my religion. I always pray about it. I always go to church and try to focus on what message can really relate to me and how I can use that through Javelin to push me to throw further. next, I will be continuing my throwing career at the University of Oregon. I just committed there about 2 months ago. And, I visited there. I just kind of fell in love with it right away. The facilities, the school, they had my major, which is advertising. They're best in the world for that. The coach, he's, probably the best coach in the country. His track record is just phenomenal. And me and him just clicked right away. And I just couldn't see myself throwing anywhere else. And I'm glad to call that my home for the next 5 years. I'd like to thank Coach Hopstetter, Coach Hartzell. Both of them have helped me out so much, pushing me to throw the javelin and then obviously teaching me how to throw the javelin. I wouldn't be where I am without them. Next, I'd like to thank my family. They've always been so supportive through it all, just helping me through all my mental hardships, through all the hardships, through track, through everything. I'd like to thank the coach at Oregon, Coach Whitsitt, for presenting me with the opportunity to come out there and throw for him. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, something I'm never going to forget, something I'm going to love. And then finally, I'd like to thank two of my other coaches, Barry Kramus and John Kochmore. They really perfected my form and just got me the place where I am. Everyone that I've mentioned, I wouldn't be here without. And I'm so thankful for all of them.